Some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi my loves, it's Destin Choice and you're watching Choice TV. And for today's video I wanted to get on here and talk about a video that I made 3 years ago that's resurfaced on TikTok. So if you guys didn't know, 3 years ago I posted an interview with Christina Rome from the Bad Girls Club. Christina Rome, if y'all don't know, is a 34-year-old reality TV star who was once on a TV show called the Bad Girls Club. And essentially she had a pretty poppin' fan base up until she eventually did a Zeus Network reality TV show called Baddies. She was one of the originators and the creators of the Baddies franchise before Natalie Nunn came in, swooped in, and stole it not only from Christina, but other girls as well from the Bad Girls Club franchise that helped her create it. So essentially, I did an interview with her exposing Zeus Network, her talking about the downfall of the entire bad girl empire, her talking about the fact that girls are getting pimped out and hoed out just to simply be on the show, and her talking about how dirty and sinister the politics is just to be in the entertainment industry.
You know, and I didn't know the game. I didn't know girls was out here sleeping around to get what they needed. I thought like if you're creative and you do what you got to do, people want to go far with you. That's a lie. It's a predominantly male industry, and I feel like they do want something from you ultimately in the end. And you're going to find out if you don't know in the beginning. Later on, they're going to start weighing in on you and letting you know.
You saw Natalie fuck over so many different people, and you see all these people. I'm sure people warned you about Natalie.
I felt like at that time, because I'm in a different time, but at that time, I felt like the good for myself outweighed the bad.
And we talked about a lot of stuff in that video, and I really recommend y'all check it out, and I'll link it below. However, as of this week, hundreds and hundreds of y'all have been mentioning me and letting me know that my video has resurfaced of me interviewing her. Now, essentially, you're probably wondering, what's the big deal? Well, the reason why it's a big deal is because a lot of people are very upset about my interview because Christina basically dropped a few little gems in the interview.
I had never been touched. I had gotten called for several people. LeBron James never even went, missed the flight, left them there waiting at the airport. I am the but I wasn't even checking in. I mean, so I was, I guess, the untouched person that, you know, and I didn't know the game. I didn't know girls was out here sleeping around. It is a true story. Like, LeBron James waited at an airport for like 3 hours. I never showed up. I know most girls would have hopped on that flight. And they would have been sweating it. And I was like, yeah, no, bro. I found out you're married. I didn't even know. I don't watch sports, first of all. Anyone who knows me knows that I don't watch sports. So I didn't even really know who he was. Yeah. I remember I had the sneakers one time. So I was like, oh, you're that guy. Fool, I'm a fool. And then I was like, he's married. I was like, oh, no, this is going to ruin my image. And I was like working with John Mayer at the time doing music. So I had my own stuff going on. So I'd never even been the type to be, I don't know, I've never been a groupie. Like, I don't need to pop it open for something. It just would not make me feel good. It wouldn't even feel good entering my soul.
She decides to basically skip out on the flight and essentially claims that she left him at the airport for 3 hours.
Bro, there is no way LeBron James was waiting at an airport for 3 hours from some cheeks. No, bro. He's not going unrecognized for 3 hours. People gonna see him and flick up with him and post him, bro.
Ain't no way LeBron waited on that bitch at the airport for 3 fucking hours. Do y'all know how much that man is worth? Bitch, he could have another bitch there in 3 minutes. You think he waiting 3 hours for a fucking Baddies cast member?
LeBron, I want you to sue her at her goddamn salt. Sue the teeth out that bitch. How the hell is this man waiting at a goddamn airport? Do you know what he's talking about? So you telling me LeBron sitting in the airport ain't no, what a picture at? Ain't nobody gonna have no picture of him wait? Why you ain't go? I got so many questions. I got too many questions. What was the agreement? Why you ain't show up, and how's LeBron sitting in the airport 3 hours and go unnoticed from no fans? Was he in a private airport? Where was this airport at? What day was this? Let me see the messages.
For like 3 hours. I never showed up. I know most girls.
LeBron James waiting at an airport for 3 hours.
Took a picture? Not even a video.
LeBron James waiting at an airport for 3 hours.
For that bitch? Are we serious?
LeBron James waiting at an airport for 3 hours.
LeBron.
This lady got on Beyonce's internet to tell us that LeBron Raymond James waited for her dusty ass in an airport for 3 hours, and she stood him up. You mean to tell me this 6'8" superhero ass nigga was in an airport for 3 hours.
I don't know why y'all don't believe the girl that said that she stood up LeBron James at the airport. She's telling the truth. How do I know? I was there. Me, Michael Jackson, and Tupac.
And also, mind you, these videos are getting hundreds of thousands of likes. And this video in particular got literally 1 million views. And, you know, of course, no one's tagging me, but it's okay. I'm cool with it. But what I will say is, with all these millions of views and these hundreds of thousands of likes, it led to a lot of people tagging me and blowing me up and saying, how do you feel that you spread this rumor around? I didn't spread any fucking rumor around because, again, I didn't know she was going to say that shit. On top of that, do I think she's telling the truth? Hell, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know. Realistically, that's what she claims. And to be honest with you, it's a shame that after 3 years, that's all everybody got from that entire interview. And it's crazy because I remember when she said it at the time, I remember as she was sitting across from me, I was a little bit uncomfortable because I couldn't believe she actually said that. On top of that, I'm gonna be real with you. I remember thinking to myself, oh yeah, this about to go viral the minute she said that. But I noticed that when I did the interview at the time, it didn't go viral until a year later. And so far it's been 3 years and this same clip has been resurfacing every damn year for the past 3 years now. So for everyone that's asking me if I believe her, I mean, I wasn't there. But to be honest with you, when she did say that, I was like, yikes. I didn't know she was even going to mention that. Because if I knew she was going to mention that, I probably would have made that a big focal point, a part of the interview. It was random, and the reason why it was brought up was because she was subtly mentioning how she was lied on about sleeping her way to the top. Natalie Nunn from the Bad Girls Club, who we all know for being the baddie CEO or whatever, essentially put out rumors that she was sleeping and smashing her way to the top. That's how she was able to be in these meetings and these rooms and so much more. But she denied it and said that if anything, I would have probably messed with somebody that was a lot bigger and had a lot more money. But it's interesting because there have been rumors and speculations about LeBron James cheating on his wife Savannah, who he's been with for his entire career and even before he was famous for years. On top of that, the blogger Tasha K put out rumors years ago that LeBron James was cheating on his wife, and people essentially dragged her to filth. Mostly because Tasha K is known for kind of publishing stories that aren't really legitimate, which of course led to her lawsuit with Cardi B. And then DJ Academic.
People, maybe Drake will keep teasing it. Let me just tell you what I've heard. Yo, LeBron, you and Drake used to go on two-mans, okay? You've been cheating on your goddamn wife. Drake used to facilitate the host. And basically, essentially, you can't dance to a song about him being a pedophile. He used to supply you with the bitches. I'm sorry, my nigga. Yes, if I'm Drake, I snitch on you too. Sorry, buddy. You can't do that. No, you've been living a lie. And everybody been thinking you're this perfect guy. But when you come to Canada, I know some of the whores. When you come to Canada, you know you come to certain places. I'm supplying you with the white women you love. You don't even like black chicks. White women. I'm the guy. So when I bring the tings, and I'm hooking you up, when Kendrick drops a song saying certified lover boy, certified pedo, you're the first one to say, whoa. Me and Drake done did some two-mans. He ain't never bring no underage girl. What the fuck is you talking about? Or how about you shut the fuck up and don't dance, don't crip walk, don't do nothing, and how about you go win some championships? I'm sorry. I'm snitching on you.
Y'all acting surprised that LeBron cheats. I was sitting courtside and that dude was staring me up and down the whole game. What do you mean?
And to be fair, that rumor has existed for years. It's not just some shit she just sat up there and made up out of thin air. Rather, she's telling the truth or not. And again, I'm not saying she's telling the truth. For all I know, she could be fucking lying. All I'm saying is, because this rumor has circulated, people cannot be coming on my shit telling me, oh, defamation, defamation. I ain't getting shit. Because first of all, because this rumor has existed, nobody can come for me. And on top of that, let's be fucking for real for a second. It's not easy to prove defamation. Everybody thinks they can try to go to court for defamation. Defamation is not easy to prove. You would have to prove that something legitimately ruined your personal life, and you have to legitimately prove that you lost opportunities due to something that somebody said. Trust me, there's no defamation case pending. If anything, if this is true, there'll probably be more shit that comes to the light in the meantime. Let's be real. Why would LeBron James be waiting at the airport for 3 hours? I mean, if anything, wouldn't LeBron James have like a private driver sent to her? If anything, LeBron James not out here hopping in a Honda Accord saying like, hey, aren't you the bitch from Bad Girls Club? Like, where you at? Like, where are you? Like, that just doesn't sound realistic, and that's kind of why it looks a little bit weird, especially because she didn't really have much evidence. And it's unfortunate because, again, a lot of people are really going in on her, and she hasn't really addressed the accusation. A lot of your faves have probably been cheating around and sleeping around and have been doing inappropriate things with a lot of IG models and a lot of reality stars. I mean, let's be honest, I'm sure a lot of women even watching this could expose their DMs, and I'm sure I'll see a couple blue check marks, or I'll probably see a couple men that probably are faithful to their wives allegedly and have kids and an established family. But I need you to understand that that wasn't the whole point of the entire interview. In fact, if you go back and watch that interview that I made, it doesn't even have LeBron James' name in the title. It had nothing to do with LeBron James. I thought if anything else, a lot of the other shit she said in there would go viral because let's be honest. Fast forward to years later, we've seen so many scandals involving the Zeus Network come to light. And she didn't lie about a lot of things so far as I know. She claimed that a lot of things would eventually pivot in the Zeus Network where a lot of girls would look stupid, eventually it would phase out, and much more. On top of that, Christina also made it clear that she walked away from the franchise because of the shady politics. And let's be real, fast forward to now more of the founders of the Zeus Network are coming forth. Amanda Cerny, King Batch, and D-Storm Power are even making it very clear that they barely made enough money and they barely got a return on their investment, even though they're the ones that initially helped discover and put on and invest into the Zeus Network just for it to get stolen and swooped away from them.
So I see Lemmy Plummer, or Lemon Pepper as y'all call him, is up on X spewing lies. But let me tell you something. Never trust tweets, only trust receipts. I'm about to break down for you the entire situation when it comes to Zeus ownership. I get a call from a good friend of mine, Lamorne Morris. Congrats on your Emmy, by the way, my brother. Lamorne tells me that he has a colleague named Lemmy Plummer who wants to meet with me about starting a social network. I said, how about I reach out to another longtime friend of mine, King Patch? But about another good friend of ours, Amanda Cerny. She was getting millions of views, making millions of dollars off of brand deals. We all agree. At this point, myself, Batch, and Amanda were pushed out while Lemmy's taking these interviews acting like he did it all by himself.
But you did have partners. She did have partners. What happened to them niggas?
You tell me.
Man, I'll Google this shit. Stop it, man. No, I remember seeing them.
You tell me.
We've been literally fighting this dude in court for 2 years, y'all. I found out that Zeus has multiple lawsuits that Lemmy done settled behind our backs. And when you hear all these women on TikTok or you hear Ray J going off and shit.
To all the women that's going through this with Lemmy and going through this with Zeus, like, we hear you and we gonna help you.
Stay in this room for 3 to 4 hours until you do what I tell you to do.
I don't f with that nigga.
Why not? Wait. You worked with him
he's
before?
like the Black Harvey Weinstein.
So while Lemmy flies on his private jets and throws out money to crowds off of a career full of lies, keep in mind that if he can do this to his partners, imagine what he would do to someone who is not.
She wasn't wrong about that. So that's why I gotta say I don't know if she's lying about LeBron James. But if she does have evidence and she does have receipts, hell, I mean, I would hope that she'd want to do a second interview, but I doubt it considering that now Christina has essentially disappeared from the limelight. As of now, she pretty much barely goes on live, she doesn't do interviews, she doesn't do television anymore, and she's now a mother. So considering she's a mom now, I don't really see her revisiting reality television or even addressing these allegations. I just see her living her merrily quiet-ass life. But that was that for this video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought about this entire video, and let me know if you guys even want a second interview with Christina, and if you do, feel free to hit her up. Choice out this bitch.
Holding hands, making plans, and it's lucky for me to understand what a girl wants, what a girl needs, whatever makes me happy sets you free, and I'm thanking you for how things happen. What a girl wants, what a girl needs, whatever makes me happy sets you free, and I'm thanking you for everything. Ooh, yeah, what a girl wants, what a girl needs. Ooh, what a girl wants, what a girl needs.